Hello, Player 3 here. The year is 2001, and you're watching Retro Rewind. Another in-depth review filled with the history behind the game, a walk through the manual, my own gameplay ratings, and much more. This time, much to my surprise, this game is longer than just the first level. That's right, it's Sonic Adventure 2. Published by Sega and developed by Sega's Sonic Team USA, repeating the pattern set by Sega when developing the first Sonic sequel, Sonic the Hedgehog 2. Sega moved the development team from Sonic Adventure to America for the development of Sonic Adventure 2, albeit a significant decrease in the manpower of the development team, going from about 100 members of Sonic Adventure to when Takashi Iizuka asked his staff, "Who wants to go to the USA with me?" Only 11 of them joined him. Everything had to be done as efficiently as possible and essentially make the impossible possible. Having recently moved near San Francisco, this inspired elements of the game in the same way the South American locations for Sonic Adventure made their way into the game, and also allowed the game to be more in touch with the American market, which was their intention and target audience. Locations like the aforementioned San Francisco Bay Area and even Yosemite National Park. While working around San Francisco, members of the team got careless, where they parked their cars and kept getting parking tickets. This led to them adding cars that matched those used by those who gave out the parking tickets for Sonic to attack in-game as a humorous bit of revenge. Sonic Adventure 2 was able to showcase the capabilities of the Dreamcast, running without lag and boasting the best animation possible. We wanted the game to run at 60 frames per second, and we designed the levels to enhance the feeling of speed. This also allowed the game's innovative multiplayer mode to run smoothly. Shifting gears from the telling of 6 different storylines in Sonic Adventure to telling 2, Hero and Dark, and a shift from differing amounts of playtime for each character to an equal amount divided between them all. This and a new game flow, removing the hub worlds in favor of a more linear story. And speaking of those characters, Hero and Dark, there are 2 new characters to join the Sonic series, Shadow and Rouge. Shadow the Black Hedgehog, the ultimate life form, is seemingly Sonic's evil doppelganger. But he wasn't always called Shadow, nor did he appear as we know him now. Art director Kazuyuki Hoshino, in an interview with Eurogamer, stated, "Shadow was first called Terios, and his character was more obviously menacing. At the time, I personally called him Terios the Prisoner. The way Shadow reached speeds matching Sonic were through skating rather than running as Sonic does, drawing that inspiration from speed skaters. And ultimately, Shadow was developed into more of an anti-hero than the initial villain form, as it would be a more appealing archetype for their American audience. Shadow was also supposed to die at the end of Sonic Adventure 2, but became so popular that he would return 2 years later in Sonic Heroes, and thereafter was there to stay. And Rouge the Bat, named after Baton Rouge, Louisiana, originally going to be named Nails, the self-proclaimed world's greatest treasure hunter. Hoshino described in creating her that he wanted to make her slightly sexy, as there wasn't anything like that in the series to that point, drawing inspiration from the sexiness of Latin women, like Jennifer Lopez, who was popular in Japan at the time. Couple that with the same abilities as Knuckles, but with a focus on elegant kicks, and you have one bitchin' bat. Now, I can't get away without mentioning our main man Sonic. Back at it again with the red soaps. Debuting Sonic's new kicks, the officially licensed soap shoes for grinding rails, complete with many product placements for the brand throughout the game. Speaking of grinding rails, which you will be able to do from the get-go, the first level, where we also are treated to the legendary song Escape from the City, written and performed by Ted Poley, the lead vocalist of Danger Danger. For the remainder of the game's soundtrack, Jun Senoue led the way, and just like Iizuka, Sonic Adventure 2 was Senoue's favorite Sonic game to work on. The music, as was the rest of development, was made with a small team there locally, Senue wanted the music to stand out, rather than just be background music, to fit the mood. The soundtrack was finished in February of 2001. Senue had begun working on the soundtrack in April 2000, so almost a year. The game itself was in development for about a year and a half. The Dreamcast, at the time, had been around for about a year in regards to the initial Japanese release, and only a few months in the US. Although Sonic Adventure 2 would end up being a critical and commercial success, it was a little too late, as the Dreamcast was discontinued in March of 2001, and Sonic Adventure 2 was released in June of that year, making Sonic Adventure 2 Sega's first Sonic game for the 21st century, and Sega's final Sonic game for a Sega home console.
You know me, the fighting freak Knuckles.
It was just another ordinary day until Sonic, hero of justice, is accosted by a secret military force codenamed Gun. Escaping the confines of a high-security helicopter, Sonic leaps down into the city streets in an effort to flee from his captors. Suddenly, a mysterious black hedgehog appears in front of him, grasping a Chaos Emerald in his hands. Meanwhile, across the globe, unexplained incidents occur following the declaration of world conquest by Eggman himself. Once aware of the connection between Shadow and Eggman, Sonic begins his quest to stop their evil plan, helped along the way by his old friends, Tails and Knuckles. While searching for a top-secret weapon known only as Shadow, the evil genius Dr. Eggman penetrates the security of a high-level military base. Deep inside the compound, Dr. Eggman discovers that the weapon is actually a black hedgehog, claiming himself as the ultimate life form, a creature known as Shadow. Shadow invites Dr. Eggman to Space Colony Ark and reveals the Eclipse Cannon, an enormous weapon capable of destroying the world. More than enough to entice the evil genius to help out Shadow in his quest to conquer the world. Just as they begin to revel in their plan for destruction, the villains are startled by a menacing bat named Rouge, who offers her help as well. Thus, the plot to conquer the world begins. Oh, I'm hyped now. That makes quite a few villains. Sonic is up for a lot in this one. Next, the basic controls: the thumbpad to move, start to pause, A to jump, B and X for actions, Y to switch the action window, and triggers to rotate the camera. Our cast of characters: Sonic, Shadow, Tails, Dr. Eggman, Knuckles, Rouge the Bat. Amy is there too, though not playable. What? No Big the Cat? I'm devastated. In the beginning, you can only play the story mode for one-player play, and the action mode for two-player play. As you continue with your progress, if you meet a certain requirement, new modes will be enabled. Now I understand why it said this was a one- or two-player game. Sort of. I'll have to get in there and see for myself first to really see what that entails. So the story. Play the role of either hero or dark. Hold on. Can I conquer the world? I kinda want to play the dark side. Unless I have to play both to beat the game. Then I'll have to anyways. Once again, I'll have to get in there. And how the game flows. Each stage will consist of an introduction, an action stage, then if you find a Chao key, the Chao world. Then advance to the next stage. There are high-speed action stages. Those will probably be my favorite. Gotta go fast. Lock-on shooting stages, hunting stages, and cart stages. If you're familiar with Sonic, you already know how the rings work. Yada yada yada, items, two-player action, boss fights. Pfft, I don't need to know about those. Chao World and everything Chao related. Quite the manual. So, only one thing to do now. Gotta escape the city.
Everybody flow with me. This is your boy Knuckles.
And this song is still jamming. There it is. The level. The game. And that's Amy. Woo! Oh, go Tails. Transform. Whoa. And this level. Oh! Gotta go fast, baby. This is perfect. Damn, that was a good level. Maybe the best. This is a Sonic level. Let's go. Oh, yes. Nice going, Sonic. Oh, yeah. That's how I had hoped my experience playing this game would go. It did have those moments, but let's see how it really went. First, let's see how the game tells me to play. and everything I can do in the menus. What better place to start than a tutorial? Basic controls up first. This all should look similar to the manual, but there may be something new to learn here. Getting a bit more in depth than the manual, or at least I'm paying a bit more attention to this explanation than just reading about it. Oh, here we go. Let's learn about the Chow, the part of the game meant to increase replayability as you can manage and grow your own Chow. You can even take your Chow out for a walk with your memory card, like a Tamagotchi or something. Well, hey, I do have a memory card that would be able to do that, so I guess I'll have to try it. Well, I guess that's actually about all that's necessary for me to mess around with here. On to the game. But we have two options. We have the selection for Hero or Dark, one at a time. Like I said, not sure if I have to play both to say I've beaten the game, but I'd assume that's the case. You know, I've played City Escape numerous times, and only at that level, and never even tried the Dark side. I think I'm gonna join the Dark side. Maybe they have the better start. A first level just as badass. No, not really. There's a reason City Escape is so well known. But it's still fun. And this song is still jammin'. Playing as Dr. Eggman infiltrating a high-level military base in search of the top-secret weapon known as Shadow. Eggman using his robo-walker, locking on and shooting enemies along the way. And there he is, for the first time, Shadow the Hedgehog. And the first thing I have to do is fight this military mech with him, the B3X Hotshot. Took me a few tries getting the hang of the controls, but overall, it wasn't that hard. I didn't expect it to be though, being the first boss and all. What's next? There's Rouge with Knuckles. God, I'm glad these subtitles are here. Why is the music so loud? I can hardly hear what they're saying. I mean, I like this song, which I'm assuming is Rouge's theme. What? What's happening? The Master Emerald? Eggman at it again. Oh, he's just gonna leave. Well, that's one way to do it, Knuckles. Now no one can have it. Yeah, you idiot Rouge. You're welcome. Stage 2, Dry Lagoon. Jesus, Rouge, how fast did those feet go? She's zooming. These treasure hunting stages for Rouge and Knuckles work a bit like playing hotter or colder. The HUD tells you you're warmer when you're near the Emerald Shard until it beeps fast and red. You're hot. You're right on top. Or under the piece you need. 3 in total, and that's all there is to it. So including City Escape, which I haven't played in this run, but I have played before, combined with the levels played so far in this Dark Side run, I've seen everything. So I guess we're done here. Game over. And what I mean by that is that every stage type has made an appearance. Sonic and Shadow have their fast-paced action stages, Rouge and Knuckles have their treasure hunting stages, Tails and Eggman have shooting stages in their walker mech things, and then boss stages. There's been one of each now. So who gets the first repeat? Oh, yes, I forgot. The Chow World. Now that's it. Stage 3, Sand Ocean. Hello? Hello? Shit, that's not good. Please don't tell me this disc is bad. Hopefully it just got stuck. I don't know. One more time. Shit. Okay. I guess the hero storyline it is. There it is. The level. The game. I've only ever played this first level, and I've played through it countless times. And in all honesty, if the rest of the game is as fun as this, I'm in for a real treat. Sonic's first fight now is one similar to Shadow's, fighting the military mech F6T Bigfoot. And same as Shadow, super easy. Where does the hero side take us next? Well, the exact same spot as the dark side, but from Knuckles' perspective, and a treasure hunting stage as well with Knuckles. What is this song? Sounds like they're basing all of Knuckles' music based on his classic song from Sonic Adventure. That's fine. Another easy level in the bag. I'm guessing Tails is next. Oh, god damn it. Yeah, I keep forgetting about the Chow World. But other than that, I was right. Tails in his plane. Prison Island, huh? Like Alcatraz? Well, yeah, actually, it probably... No, it is. The game's based in San Francisco. It's Alcatraz. And that's Amy. Woo! Oh, go Tails, transform! And taking on Eggman right away. Bold choice not saving that till the end. That boss fight really lasted only 20 seconds, huh? Okay. Man, I wish we could play as Amy. I do love her theme song. Moving on, Prison Lane. At least the hero side of the disc is working. It's made it further anyways. Okay, this is a really cool song. I really dig this level too. The locking on, maybe it makes it a bit too easy, but it's still early on in the game, so I won't complain about it. Only rank C? I thought I was kicking ass. Oh well, I beat the level. That's what counts. And back to the Chow world to drop off all my goodies I collected for my Chow. Here you go, guys. Eat that. You gotta grow big and strong. Okay, gotta go back to work. You be good now. Amy sure plays a big part in the story for not being playable. Good lord, Amy. You thought you were tricking him into marrying you, huh? Stage 4, Middle Harbor. I like these level names. Whoa, and this level. Oh, gotta go fast, baby. This is perfect. Oh, how do I get across this? Oh, okay. Wait, what was that? Light shoes. Light dash to move at light speed along paths of rings. Ah. Carry on. Back to fast. Oh, yes! Let's charge up some speed. Can't stop, won't... Oh, okay. Can't stop, won't stop, baby. Oh, go, go, go. I gotta make the launch. Oh, yeah. Oh, we ain't done yet. Damn, that was a good level. Maybe the best. E. Barely made it, huh? Never mind, that level sucked. Uh-oh. Damn it. I didn't mean it, game. It really was good. Oh, please work. Oh. I gotta get a new one, don't I? Please work. Please work. This one doesn't look like it has any scratches on it. Just please work. Okay, let me try the same save state. It should work. It's the same game, unless it has some kind of unique code for each game disc. Nah, we good. Onward. Where I left off. Stage 5. Green Forest. And here I thought it couldn't get any better. Green Forest here might have been the best Sonic level in this game, in my opinion. Swinging on vines, a lot of sections where I could just hold forward on the joystick. And the music too, perfection. And my best grade so far. I'll take it. And then the island blows up. Pumpkins? I didn't realize I should have been playing this in October. It's spooky up in here. The usual here, searching for 3 pieces of the Master Emerald, now with the ability to dig with the digging claws. Honestly, I like this subtle changes with every new stage. It makes these similar stages more unique and fresh. Oh shit, it's the ghost train! Where's the last piece? It said the right eye, right? I'm digging at it. Oh wait, I can dig through the walls too. Oh yeah, that'd do it. E again, huh? Uh-oh, a special evening broadcast. Breaking news, in fact, from Dr. Eggman himself. What are you announcing there, Eggman? Oh god, he made a Death Star. What are you gonna blow up, Alderaan now? Eggman, you dumb not the moon. With all the title stuff the moon does, you've effectively destroyed Earth too. What are you gonna rule over now? You guys really don't sound that shocked. It's okay, because Tails was hiding a Chaos Emerald up his ass. Time for Sonic to create a diversion while Tails and Amy search for Eggman. Mission Street. Tails, get out of there. More like, get me out of there. I hated this level. One of the worst in the game. My god, the music was good. Nothing really changed with Tails or how he plays, but these levels are slowly getting longer and introducing stupid little gimmicks, which, yeah, should spice it up a bit, but it's making it anxiety-inducing and tedious and precise in all the wrong ways. Big?
That was a little tough.
Shut the fuck up, Tails. Now Knuckles is in the mines for some reason.
This is your boy Knuckles.
What? These Knuckles songs. Okay, so apparently I should have tried to find an item called the air necklace to help me breathe underwater, or I might have a bad time. Or so I was told. Well, I didn't find it, but it wasn't that bad. It wasn't great. There were a few times I ran out of breath, or nearly did, but Big? Again? What are you doing, dude? Oh, Knuckles, that wasn't the mines. That was the sewer. I'm sorry, Tails, did you just say you traced Eggman's call to the president? This is the only level that's different. Different than the norm we've been getting, because now it's a racing game. Or rather, a chasing game. It feels a lot like Rad Racer, but ass. So hard to control. I hope the handling in the newest Sonic racing game isn't like this. Oh my god, these cars disappear when I hit them. I'm so sorry. There he is. Get down, Mr. President. Is that Bill Clinton? Well, 2001, I guess it'd be George W. Bush. Looked a lot like Bill Clinton, though. Okay, so Eggman's on the space station known as Ark. Has the gang plan on getting to space? How the hell is the pyramid going to get you into space? Yeah, that'd do it. Not in the slightest did I see that coming. I also did not expect to hear the best voice acting in the entire game here either. Oh no! I felt that, oh no. That lever really was important to Sonic. But let's run it back real quick, having just jumped over levels 10 through 12, including the pleasantly named Death Chamber. Having just had a poor run of form in the past few levels, these three from each Tails, Knuckles, and Sonic in the pyramid were actually pretty enjoyable, except the Egg Golem, until I realized it wasn't instant game over falling off this platform, and I could actually save myself to some degree. Ah, yes, the Chow World again. Oh, wait, I almost forgot. I can take them for a walk. Let's see how I can do this and load them into my memory card. I select my memory card here. Oh, I need a Chow first. Then select the memory card. Not enough free memory blocks? Well, what the crap? I guess I won't be taking my Chow out for walks then. Sorry guys, that sucks. What's next? Well, after Tails is done spamming buttons on his microwave, he shows the gang the fake Chaos Emerald he has created, then proceeds to have the worst Tails level in the game, followed by a pretty decent Knuckles level, albeit similar to my least favorite DK64 level, where the map attacks you with falling stalactites. Here it's raining meteors. Immediately followed by what I consider to be the worst level in the entire game, as it's a slow Sonic level. Just think about that for a second. Slow Sonic. Doesn't make sense, right? Right. Yet here it is. His controls just don't seem to have been designed for a level such as this. Slow and tedious, especially when the gravity is flipped, because the controls are too. Half of them anyways. Forward is still forward, but left is right, and right is left. The gravity thing is a neat gimmick, but it's just too confusing. But that's what it is. It just sucks. It got to the point where I had to turn off the console and give it a few days. I nearly quit and called it right there, but I came back, determined to finish strong. What was next? The big fight. Dr. Eggman rematch with Tails. Gonna be harder this time, unlike that 20-second battle right at the beginning of the game. Well, this time it took 27 seconds to beat him, so I guess technically harder. Not gonna lie, kinda disappointed with these boss fights. After Sonic is presumed dead, but having been saved by Tails' fake Emerald's power, we enter the final rush. Oh my god, this is it! This is what I've been wanting. This is a Sonic level. Let's go! Why weren't they all like this? Oh, I love this! Grinding the rails in the sky, going fast. Oh, yes! No, God, why? Sega sure knows how to take the fun out of fun. It's fine, but I once again got frustrated as hell. The controls and me just don't jive too well in this game. I was once again nearing my breaking point. During that time, though, somehow finding what was probably a couple speedrun strats. Then, when all hope was lost, I tried a few more times and failed. But when hope was long gone and dead, I told myself this was the last try. And I finally did it. Barely made it. Yes, Sonic, I barely made it. And I don't care. All culminating now with a face-off between Sonic and Shadow. You know, a small part of me thought he was going to call himself Sonic Adventure here. Little does Shadow know after that comment, but Sonic's adventuring days definitely were coming to an end, seeing as there was no Sonic Adventure 3. But he went out with a bang, disabling Arc's laser. Nice going, Sonic. Oh yeah.
It's your main man Knuckles, and we're Media Herd.
Sonic Adventure 2 was released to the Dreamcast in North America on June 19, 2001, coinciding with the franchise's 10th anniversary, garnering a 10th anniversary collector's edition in Japan. It was first announced over a year earlier at E3, and with multiple pushbacks and a turbulent release, as not only was this the last Sonic game on a Sega console, but it could have been the last Sega game period, as Sega's transition to a third-party developer wasn't assured. But later in 2001, it was ported to the GameCube under the title Sonic Adventure 2 Battle, and sold nearly 2 million copies. But how was it received? Me first this time. I'm gonna rank each level I played best to worst real quick, and the rank in each game that I got. Green Forest, B. Metal Harbor, E. City Escape, E. Route 101, C. Pyramid Cave, E. Final Rush, E. Iron Gate, C. Prison Lane, C. Death Chamber, E. Meteor Herd, E. Hidden Base, E again. Pumpkin Hill, E. Wild Canyon, C. Dry Lagoon, E. Mission Street, D. Aquatic Mine, E. Eternal Engine, E. And Crazy Gadget, E. I skirted through the bare minimum on most of these levels with an E, but that's okay. So there you have it. Now everyone else, before I go again. Starting with GamePro magazine, who gives the game praise such as saying, visually, it's jaw-droppingly beautiful, and the game is sweet music to all of your senses. Ultimately, 19 out of 20. Converted to out of 10, they give it a 9.5. Hyper Magazine in Australia, Sonic Adventure 2 is the definitive Sonic the Hedgehog experience. Damn, does anyone have anything bad to say? Oh, what's this? Whilst these levels aren't bad, they could have been a whole lot better. Okay, that'll do. 87% overall. Electronic Gaming Monthly. Hey, at least that stupid fishing game is finally gone. Oh, you can't diss my boy Big like that. Sonic's only real problem is the god-awful camera controls. That seems to be the general consensus, mine and this reviewer's, for most of these early 3D games, especially games on the Nintendo 64. With an 8, 5, 6, and 7 out of 10, that averages to 6.5 out of 10 for EGM. Gamers Republic, as long as you choose the Japanese dialogue and English subtitles, you should be fine. The English voice, talent, is way off the mark. Much of the time, the actors seem to be reading without any idea what they're saying. In terms of level design and gameplay, similar to Sonic Adventure, only now they look even better and are quite a bit more refined. Not all negative from Gamers Republic. I'll get on to what I thought in a minute, but yeah. Getting a 7 out of 10 from Gamers Republic. And lastly, Dreamcast Magazine. Way to limit your console market. How are your sales doing these days, Dreamcast Magazine? We're fully prepared to give Sonic Adventure 2 a whopping thumbs up. It's visually stunning and is certainly more fun to play than the original. For me, pulling a few bits I agree with from these reviews, the camera, definitely a hindrance and annoying at times, but I wouldn't say it's as bad as the N64 camera, though I definitely wouldn't give it praise or call it good. There were a few specific times where it really got on my nerves. I like the balance of it all, between the hero and dark storylines, and each of the 3 characters in each with similar playstyles and amounts of levels, though every level towards the end started to feel a bit too repetitive, even with a few subtle additions like new moves and attacks and such. The music, of course, was perfect, but the sound design in general, the mixing, that didn't come off right. The music was always too loud and would often drown out the voice acting. If it wasn't for the subtitles, I would have missed a lot of the story. Though, speaking of the voice acting, if you can even call it acting, was so dry and low effort, it was hard to relate to the characters or really become invested in the story, which itself wasn't very strong. Which is the same thing I said for Sonic Adventure. In terms of relating the two or finding differences or improvements, the voices and mouth movements were synced up, so that was an improvement. I don't miss the hub world areas, but I do miss the stage layouts from the first one. With all the negatives mentioned here though, I can't give enough praise to the development team, which is about 10% of the size as the team that made the first one, and looking as good as it does, almost identical graphically and in feel to the original, was running as well if not better, while having taken nearly the same amount of time to develop. I'm impressed. Well done. But like I was saying, as far as my experience playing the game, I was relieved once I beat the game, not because I beat it, but because I wouldn't have to play it anymore. All in all, I'm giving Sonic Adventure 2 a 7 out of 10. Agreeing a lot with those reviews, and I'm sure I could go on and on nitpicking and mentioning every little thing I disliked, but the same for what I liked. And it was still a good game. I just didn't care for it as much as I wanted to, and got way more frustrated too. 7 out of 10 places Sonic Adventure 2 in 16th place for games I've played in this series, 4th compared to the games I've played so far this year, 7th for the platform game genre, so not making the top 6 cut. I know that my last video I said I need to cool it on platform games. I mean it this time, because now I have 13 under my belt, and my enjoyment rating for the game and other games I enjoyed just as much as Sonic Adventure 2, Paperboy, Mr. Nuts, Conker's Bad Fur Day, Bubsy 3D, Call of Cthulhu Shadow of the Comet, Civilization, and Lego Loco. If you're not sure what I mean by enjoyment level, if you're familiar with any of those games, Bubsy, or have seen any of those videos of mine, I'm sure you can gather what I mean. And then my most played genre, system, and year, platform, of course, Genesis, and 1991. Now, I may get through the whole Dark Side story at some point, but not in the near future. And if you're interested to see for yourself if it really was as frustrating as I say, or I'm just a terrible gamer, try playing it for yourself. Copies for the Dreamcast are a bit expensive, though you could purchase it on Steam, though I'm not sure the differences there. Shouldn't be too different though. If you have any game recommendations, please feel free to leave them in the comments below. I hope you've enjoyed this video, and I hope you'll enjoy what I have in store. That's all for now. See you next time.